Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemper here with the Shift Happens channel. Today, I'm going to go on a little bit more about energetic boundaries. And I'm going to expand on that for this video and maybe a few more. Because I think it's so important because I think so often we identify ourselves as what we want, what we think the other person wants from us, right? And so we're going to try and please them by changing who we are to please them so that way we get chosen. And nothing could be further than the truth. And I think that's where a lot of times we make decisions based on what we think the other person would enjoy or like. And we're not standing in our power and we're not creating those energetic boundaries. What I mean by energetic boundaries is you know exactly what you want from your SP. And again, the specific person could be a colleague, a friend, a family member, or a romantic person, or a person of, whatever, romantic. But the idea is that you have to get clear on who you are, and you have to get clear on how you want that relationship to look and sound and feel like. So I always say, take your top 5 characteristics that are non-negotiable. Like, these are the things I need from this person. So if it is your romantic person, maybe it's honesty. Maybe it's respect. That love is reciprocated. There's loyalty. There's commitment. Whatever. Maybe they make me laugh or whatever. But those are the 5 things that they have to show up. And they're available, they are there, and they are going to respond to you with these 5 characteristics. And the other ones can come and go or whatever, other characteristics. But the idea is you have to stay firm with that. And in order to do that, you have to be really strong and know who you are. That's where the self-concept comes in. Now, I'm going to go a little bit further onto that self-concept as well. I mean, you're going to choose the person that is confident and calm and great, right? But really, it does take self-confidence. How do we develop that self-confidence? It's about self-worth, self-love. It always goes back to, I know this community is all about self-concept, but it really is about loving yourself. It truly, truly is. And so when you pour yourself into you, and you know exactly who you are, you know exactly what that person needs to show up as, and you won't take anything other than that. You're not going to take breadcrumbs. You're not going to take a little piece and a little part, because that still is saying, oh, I'm a little fearful. If I don't say yes to this, if I don't say, and do everything they want me to do, then I'm never going to get what I want. There's the other side of that pendulum where you're like, I am not going to talk to them until they, apologize. And it's like, well, hold on, right? That's more egoic. All of that is egoic. What I'm talking about energetic boundaries is really getting to the core of who you are. That concept, that self-love, that loving who you are and knowing, hey, listen, God's got my back. And I know that God is going to provide me with the best version of myself, and the person coming to me is going to show up as the best version. And I won't accept anything less. I just won't. And you get what you want. And that is why Abdullah slammed the door on Nevillegoddard. No, you're just getting part of it. Like, if I want to earn $20,000 a month, I'm not going to go, well, let's just go 5,000, So you've got to know exactly what you want, how you are, what you look like, sound like, and feel like. And it is about being balanced in your lifestyle. I think we get way too obsessed about, oh my gosh, I got to do all these things, this checklist. That's egoic too. That checklist and all the things, and do it right and do it with feeling, and now do it with this. And we get in our head and we try way too hard. You got to stop caring. You got to stop trying, right? Those are things. Those are perfectionism. That's ego. That's the piece that's like, whew, when you let it go and surrender and allow God to take over, dude, life just gets really easy and fun. And So when that person does text you or call you and you don't happen to see it, or you see it and you're like, okay, I'll get to that. Right now, I'm painting a picture and I'm really involved in what I'm doing with my life, or I'm out to dinner with my friends and I will get to them just fine. Now, if you catch yourself, now that's energetic. That's energetic boundary, right? Because you're in the moment, you're fulfilling yourself, by yourself, in yourself, surrounding yourself with things that you love to do. Versus, okay, egoic is, let's say you're out to dinner with friends and you get a text and you're like, oh, and you can't even hardly listen to the conversation because you're like, oh my God, they called. Oh my God, they texted. Oh my God, I'm gonna go in the bathroom and just text. Or I'm just gonna do. That's egoish. Let that shit go, right? Because you're not in present, you're not in the moment, you're not fulfilled right here and now with your friends. That's egoic. Energetic is you're out to dinner with your friends, you feel your phone, oh gosh, I'm getting a message, a notification. And at some point there might be a pause in the conversation. You might sneak a peek and you're like, oh, I just got it from my SP. Now you might get a little excited, that's fine, but you let it go because you are in the moment with your friends being fulfilled. And when you are at that place, that neutral place of, I'm fine either way. I don't have to sit there and respond. And I don't have to manipulate it and go, I'm not going to respond until 2 days later because they didn't respond to me for like 1 week. So therefore, I'm not going to respond to them. No, that's egoic. That's manipulation. That's not from the heart. That's not how you want to be treated. And that is the same you do to yourself as you would to others, okay? So if your SP was out to dinner and you texted them and they didn't respond right away, if it goes the other way too. So if you're anxious and you're like, they haven't responded, 1 hour goes by, they still haven't responded. That is an egoic thing. It's not an energetic thing. That's why I always say, ask yourself, if SP asks you to dinner, ask yourself, how am I going to stand in my power? Am I going to acquiesce to things that I think they want me to show up as? They want me to look and sound a different way or this way or that way. I'm not going to change who I am. And so I play the real out. I'm like, if I go out to dinner and this happened, the conversation could go this way or that way, whatever, but I'm going to come home. I'm going to be fine either way. And if your answer is, I don't know, I think they want me to look and sound this way, so I better look and sound this way, don't go. Don't do it. You're not in your power. You are in their energy, in their manipulation, and you are not who you want to be. That's not who you want to be. You don't want that from your SP. If your SP is out to dinner with their friends, you better hope that they are being present with their friends and enjoying themselves and laughing and not caring what other people are thinking or doing, and they're just totally wrapped up in the moment, being fulfilled right there. Ask yourself if you're okay with that. And if you're not, go back to work. Because that is about standing in your power, standing in your energetic boundaries. Like, no, you have to put boundaries on yourself too. It's not just about putting boundaries on them, put them on you. Take that situation and think it through and go, gosh, how am I feeling about this? Am I feeling a little like, I better do something different? If you think that, then you need to go back into your work and don't even go with them, because you're not in your power. You're not in that strength where you're like, I don't give a shit what happens. If they like me, they like me. I'm fine. I was fine before I met them. I'll be fine without them, right? And when you are that's when you're magnetic. That's when you're standing in your power. That is when you have energetic boundaries on yourself as well as them. And you're like, I'm allowing God to take over. I am seeing my energy, I'm seeing their energy, and I'm seeing if I am strong enough where I feel confident, I have enough self-love where I can just stand in my power and be okay if they're like, I never want to talk to you again. Okay, great. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back to work and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to be fulfilled in every moment, every day, all the time, right? And that is a power. That is a power energetic stance where you have boundaries on yourself as well as boundaries on that other person. And that's true for anything and everywhere, whether it's a romantic, a colleague, a stranger, a boss, a friend, family member, it doesn't matter. You have to know and love yourself so much where it's like, I don't give a damn. Stop caring and stop trying. All right, I know this sit well with all of you out there. If you need coaching, go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. Go ahead and like, share, comment below. I don't know. Just let me know, affirm in the comments that you received this. And I'll continue to kind of talk about these energetic boundaries on yourself as well as the other people, because that is truly when you are standing in your power. And that's where I want to get you when I coach you, to that neutral, strong state of, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks, right? And I'm not going to try. I'm going to live, I'm going to take action, but it's going to be energetic action that's coming from the heart. All right? Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.